The New York Knicks have kicked off NBA trade season, acquiring OG Anunoby from the Toronto Raptors while sending out RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly out to Drakeland.
Anita Maxwin.
Even though this is looking to be a good trade on the Knicks' part, most fans are still waiting for the Knicks to make the trade. I'm talking about the big move, whether it be a signing or a trade that we're all waiting for. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, the New York Knicks have a vault of first-round draft picks.
Say I have a plethora? Oh, yes. You have a plethora.
I may be wrong, but I believe they own the rights to 11 first-round picks over the next couple of years. A lot of trade assets. They basically have all the makings of a team that is ready to make a big move, big trade, or a big signing for a superstar level player. So it's not a question of if they make a move. The question is, when are they going to make the move, and who is the player they are going to go all in on? And so that got me thinking, who is on the New York Knicks short list of players that they are pinpoint aiming to go all in on? Who is the player at the top of the New York Knicks wish list? Now, for years, we've heard rumors of Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, even Zach LaVine now. I don't think it's any of those guys. I think New York is aiming bigger. You see, I think the New York Knicks are hoping and praying that a certain scenario plays out in the NBA within this season into maybe next season, and that they can just possibly get their foot in the door and bring in the guy they truly want at the top of their list. It's not Donovan Mitchell, not Trae Young, not Zach LaVine. It is a European who is currently sitting out in Dallas, Texas, none other than Luka Doncic.
What? Hold up, wait a minute.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You sound insane. Do you realize that?
All right, before you start calling me dumb in the comments and saying, it'll never happen. Maybe it won't. Maybe I am crazy. But let me explain. Let me break it down. I'm sure for most of you, the first thought is Dallas would never, ever trade away Luka Doncic. And to that point, I agree. Even if New York came and offered all 11 first-round picks, even if they were all unprotected, I don't think the Dallas Mavericks would even pick up the phone to entertain a Luka Doncic trade. That is, unless they are forced to trade Luka Doncic. You see, what I think the New York Knicks are hoping plays out in Dallas is exactly what currently is happening. And that scenario is the Dallas Mavericks are not building a serious title contender around Luka Doncic. We are currently in year 6 of Luka Doncic's NBA career, all with the Dallas Mavericks. In this 6-year span, I don't think there's been a time that the Dallas Mavericks have been serious title contenders in the NBA. His rookie year, they missed the playoffs, which was okay because that wasn't a very good team, so that was kind of expected. In year 2, they were a first-round exit from the playoffs. Year 3 was another first-round exit. Now, year 4 was the year that Luka took the Mavericks to the Western Conference Finals, but I think most people would consider that just a surprise run, and no one really expected that of them. And when it happened, people thought, okay, maybe this is the turning point for the Mavs, and they're going to become this true title contender in the future. But of course, the summer after that run, they do not re-sign Jalen Brunson. They followed that successful year up by completely missing the playoffs the next year. And looking at the Mavericks this season, while they're definitely not a bad team, they don't look like a team that's really going to compete with the top of the West. And so you do have to think about it. If at the end of the year, the Dallas Mavericks are just another first round exit team, and year 7 for Luka rolls around and he's looking at just running it back with the same Dallas team that really wasn't a threat in the West in the previous years anyways, you got to think that there might be a seed getting planted up here for Luka. I'm talking about the same seed that got planted in LeBron's head his first run with the Cleveland Cavaliers, that thought that says, I can't win a title here. And if Luka Doncic starts feeling that way and Dallas doesn't have the players around him and isn't building what he thinks it takes to be a championship contender, I could absolutely picture a scenario where Luka Doncic is either asking to be traded, or when his contract starts to come to an end, him refusing to re-sign or sign any extension with the Dallas Mavericks. And if that scenario plays out, you know the New York Knicks will be at the Dallas Mavericks front door, along with every other team in the NBA as well, with every single one of their picks wrapped up in a bow, probably Julius Randle wrapped up too, and you can have him too. And for Luka, Why not New York? Your old teammate who you went to the Western Conference Finals with, Jalen Brunson, is already there. OG Anunoby looks like the type of player that fits perfectly alongside Luka. They have the role players in place, and New York is literally a team that is just waiting for a superstar to be planted down and make them serious title contenders. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just crazy and I've been drinking too much nitro cold brew. Oh, it's good stuff. That very well might be the case. But let me know what you guys think. Am I just crazy talking, or is this even slightly possible? Or even, which player do you think the New York Knicks will make the big trade for? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Wow. Ooh. Oh.